1. The event is starting. Okay. I think we're live. Right, so what is up, guys? Welcome back to another live stream. Well, welcome to Tech Talk episode 3. We have a little bit of a different setup here, as you can see. We've got the live chat over there. Hopefully that's going to work. And we've also got a view counter and everything. So it's a lot more organized than the other 2 streams we've had. So in today's stream, we will be talking about a couple of things that have happened this week, just as usual. And there's been a lot happening in the tech world this week. There's been iPhone 10 Plus leaks. There's been Unbox Therapy, who's a YouTube channel, a tech YouTube channel. They're the first to hit 10 million subscribers. Okay, so the view counter's working. That's the only thing that's working. The live chat thing isn't working. Okay. If you guys are watching this at a later date, sorry, the chat's not gonna work. We're gonna sort it out for the next stream though. So yeah, before we start off this stream, me and Keen want to give a big congratulations to Unbox Therapy. Even though Lou isn't gonna watch this live stream, congratulations on 10 million. You are an inspiration to all of us smaller tech YouTubers to keep pushing forward, and one day we will be able to succeed and stuff. I love Unbox Therapy's videos. They're always so funny, and apparently he's gonna do a Jack reveal. Because if you don't watch Unbox Therapy, he has this guy called Jack. Some people, there's been conspiracy theories and everything around this guy Jack. Nobody knows if he's a real person or if he's a camera or stuff. So it's gonna be interesting to see. But 10 million subscribers for tech channel is good. That means tech is becoming more popular. Tech as like a topic is becoming more popular on the YouTube platform. So that's very, very good. So let's start off by talking about one of the biggest highlights of the week, the iPhone 10 Plus. So apparently it's going to have a 6.5-inch OLED display, which is going to be actually massive, because my iPhone 10's a 5.8-inch display. Having a 6.5, that's about the size of the Note 8. I don't think I don't think you've seen the I'm not sure if you've seen the Note 8, but it is quite a big phone. It's oh no, it's saying bad for the...
It seems to be lagging a little bit.
Yeah. And for some reason we've been live for only 20 seconds. I have no clue. Okay. Let's see if the live chat is actually not working. We'll be able to see your comments regardless, guys. It's just that people who will watch this at a later date won't be able to see the live chat. But anyway, back to the topic of the iPhone 10 Plus. It's going to, of course, have a similar design to the iPhone 10. It's going to have the same size notch, so there will be a more screen estate, of course. But also, the notch is not going to be any different. So those who wanted it to be gone, it's here to stay. Honestly, I don't mind the notch. It doesn't get in the way that much. I mean, sometimes I do wish it's not there, like sometimes when I'm playing games and stuff. But it's very rare that I tell myself I don't like the notch. I mean, I would prefer it a lot more than having a forehead, because it just takes up space, because the status bar usually on like the Galaxy phones, that takes up a little bit of space. Same on the Google Pixel. So I think having a notch.
The iPhone 10, like the notch has never really gotten away. I've never like thought to myself, oh, this is horrible, whatever.
Yeah, I know. Also, if you do want to remove it, you could just jailbreak your phone and just remove it. I tried. I don't like it. So I prefer having the notch there and knowing it's there, because honestly, it's a unique design. Because if they went with a forehead or a chin and forehead, they wouldn't be that unique. Because there's pretty much every single smartphone that was released last year has a chin and a forehead. And so, of course, there's the Essential phone that has just a small little notch, and everybody's saying, oh, Apple copied them. But they're 2 completely different designs. But anyway, the release date is going to be September, as usual. Maybe October, like announced in September, but released in October, just like the iPhone 10. Just like the iPhone 10 was last year. So, alright. Then there's the 2018 iPhone lineup. We've heard a little bit more about that this week. So, but before we move on, what do you think about the iPhone 10 Plus?
I think it would be a little bit too big, to be honest. Like, I think the iPhone 10 is probably the right size.
Yeah. There are some people that have bigger hands though that they would benefit from that, but I don't really see a point in having a bigger phone. Just buy an iPad. Just like that. But anyway, so the names of the 2018 iPhone lineup, the ones that are going to be coming out at the end of this year, will probably be. These are some rumored ones that I just picked off the internet. So, yeah. There's gonna iPhone 9 and iPhone 9 Plus. That I don't think is gonna happen. Do you think it's gonna? Nah. It would be stupid for Apple to actually going backwards with names.
Yeah.
You've got the iPhone 8 and then the iPhone 10. That's already confusing. If they added iPhone 9 into the mix that comes after the 10, like some people were saying, oh, but the iPhone 10 is the 10th anniversary. But still, it's called iPhone 10. They wouldn't really sell an iPhone that has an older name, I think. So people saying iPhone 11, iPhone 11 Plus, that I think could actually happen.
That
but
sounds a bit more.
Yeah, because then we keep going on. We've got iPhone 12, iPhone 13, iPhone 13 Plus, iPhone 14, 14 Plus, and then it starts getting already iPhone 7 and 7 Plus, 8, 8 Plus. Already it's kind of like a tongue twister and stuff. But some people are saying it's gonna be called the iPhone 10s. I don't think so. Nah, because of course it will be like an S upgrade, because the iPhone 11, well, the next iPhone, it won't be that much of an upgrade from the iPhone 10 now. It's just gonna be like a performance upgrade, pretty much. There's not much that they could actually add, I don't think.
No, not really.
So some people are saying that there's just gonna be the iPhone 10 Plus, which is gonna join the lineup, and they're gonna still sell the iPhone 10. I don't think that's gonna happen, because that would be like they sell a phone that's not a year old. Like if they did like 2 iPhones and then they still sold the iPhone 10, that would make sense. But some people are saying the iPhone 10 is going to be discontinued because of bad sales. I don't think they're going to discontinue it because of bad sales. They just do it every year. Apple does it. They've done it with the iPhone 5. In fact, iPhone 5, I've got one here. They've discontinued that. After like 1 year, and then they discontinued it. I think it was the iPhone 5C after a year. So it has happened before. It's imminent. So I think this is what's gonna actually happen with naming. They're gonna call it iPhone and iPhone Plus. Like every year they're gonna add the name. Because now there's the iPad Pro. There's the iPad Pro 10.5 inch and 12.9 inch, and then they just add the year. Well, news people. Oh, we've gained a subscriber. Oh, that's so cool! Yeah, it works. We've gained a subscriber, so you guys can see it up there. Well, it's gone. I was about to say welcome to whoever that was, but okay.
It could also be like the iPhone 2018, iPhone.
Yeah, exactly.
2020, whatever.
Yeah.
So that is quite long to say.
Yeah, I mean, it would simplify the lineup a little. It would simplify the lineup a little for sure, because if we keep going on with numbers, it's going to start getting hard. Like, what's going to happen when they were going to have the iPhone 100 and iPhone 100 Plus? Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. But yeah, apparently the smaller, they're gonna release 4 different models this year. So you're gonna have the 5.8 inch OLED iPhone, which is gonna be the same size and dimensions as the iPhone 10. It's gonna have a design like the iPhone 10, but with a faster processor, probably the A12 chip. Don't know what they're gonna call it, because they call it iPhone A10 Fusion. There's the A11 Bionic, maybe A12. I don't know. They're just gonna come up with a stupid name for it again. It's gonna have 3 GB of RAM, just like it does now. It's gonna have 64 and 28 GB, 256 GB. No, I don't want a 28 GB iPhone. Thank you very much. So yeah, 64 and 256. There may be a 512 GB model, but I doubt that. Because it's an iPhone. I mean, there was someone who actually upgraded an iPhone 7.
Yeah, I saw a video on that.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I also remember watching, this is a bit off topic, but I remember watching a guy who built his own iPhone from scratch.
Oh yeah, I think I've seen that as well.
I watched the whole documentary. His channel is actually quite cool. He's added a headphone jack to an iPhone 7, which I think was interesting. He also went and designed his own iPhone shell. So that I thought that was pretty cool. I'm interested to see if he's gonna add a headphone jack to the iPhone 10. Because he did say it. He was gonna say, "Oh, the next iPhone, I'm gonna add a headphone jack, maybe." But I don't really see the point in doing that. He just went through this whole hassle of doing it, but he did get views in the end, so he's making money from YouTube. That's fine. Yeah. Then it's gonna have Face ID, of course, no Touch ID. People are saying Touch ID is gonna be put in the display. I doubt that. In fact, we're gonna be talking about the no Touch ID thing a little later in the video because, yeah, it's an interesting story. But there's basically gonna be no Touch ID under the display, so don't expect that. Honestly, I don't miss Touch ID. I've been using my iPhone 10 for the past 3 months. Well, not 3 months. I've had it since November. I don't even know. I don't want to do the math. Since launch day, I've never missed Touch ID ever. Like, sometimes I've got my hands wet, and if I were to use a fingerprint sensor, you couldn't unlock the phone. And also sometimes it doesn't recognize your fingerprint for some reason. Face ID just works. You take it. I can unlock my phone from an angle, from lying flat on the table. Like if I had it flat on my desk right now, I could unlock it. If I do have to like lean over a little bit. But oh, we've got 5 live viewers.
Oh,
wow, that's a lot. Cool. But Face ID works fine in my opinion. It's I don't know why people complain. It is fast enough. It's not as fast as Touch ID, of course, but you know you can't win everything. Honestly, I think they're going to improve Face ID from this time forward. They're going to add it to more devices. They're going to add it to Macs. In fact, sometimes I open my Mac and I hope it unlocks it with my face. It's just so weird. And also, of course, it's not going to have a home button. Because I honestly like the gestures. They're fine. I've got an iPhone 10. It works fine. Well. Yeah, I got used to it after like a day of using it. So it wasn't that much of an issue. There's probably going to be more color options, so like a gold. I really like the gold on the iPhone 8. It looks so good. I really would. If that were a color option on the iPhone 10, I would have got that because it just looks so good. Like I've seen it in the store. It looks. It's kind of like a mix between a cream and gold, and like kind of also rose gold. I don't like the rose gold because it's too pink. I think and too much of a girly color. But that gold is kind of like. It's not too on the pink side. It's more on the gold, like white side and stuff. I really like that. And maybe product red, iPhone 10, iPhone 11 or whatever. That would be pretty cool. I'm not a really big fan of like a red on glass. I mean, it does look good on the aluminum, but I'm not sure. What color options would you like to see in the iPhone 11?
Obviously, what you said and. I'm not really sure. There's not many colours that would suit it overly well.
Yeah, I was thinking blue, but that would look better on an aluminum phone. It would not look that good on a glass one.
What was it? The iPhone C that had
iPhone 5C. Yeah, the iPhone. I've actually used that for a while. Yeah. Yeah, I would actually like to see an iPhone, like an iPhone 10, with that kind of design. It would be interesting to see that because, like a budget iPhone, just like Apple, do it. Send me one while you're at it. But yeah, then there's gonna be the 6.5-inch OLED iPhone, which is basically gonna be like the iPhone, the updated iPhone 10 with a 4 GB of RAM instead of 3, a bigger battery, of course. Oh wait, we haven't actually finished with the iPhone 10, so the smaller one. Sorry. No, it's gonna have better battery life. 5G cellular probably because that's the new thing. Why is it so laggy? Ask my computer that. Okay. I don't know why it's so laggy. Sorry guys if it is laggy. I'm gonna try to sort it out in the next few weeks. We'll probably get like a capture card or something to make it better, or get a new computer in general. I need to get one anyway. And the iPhone 10 starting price will be around £1,000, $1,000 in the US. So it's not gonna change. So all of you who are like, iPhone 10 is too expensive, it's still going to be expensive. So, you know, I don't see the price going down. Apple's always been on the expensive side. But going back to the 6.5-inch iPhone, it's going to have 4 GB of RAM instead of 3, as I just said. It's going to have a bigger battery because it's got more room to work with. So I think it's going to be the highest battery life in an iPhone. Because already the iPhone 8 Plus, MKBHD awarded it the best battery for a phone. He's also tested the Razer phone and a few others, but on standby time it just lasts forever. That's what I've heard. The iPhone 10's battery isn't too bad, but it would be better if it were bigger. So That will be a welcome change for sure. Okay, so then it's gonna have. Oh, I was jumping on there. It's gonna have a starting price of around $1,150, I think. It's not confirmed or anything because it's not gonna be $1,000. Don't think that. It's gonna be a bit expensive. If you want a bigger phone, it's gonna be expensive. It's not gonna be like a Note 8 or something. The thing I like about
what was the difference between like the iPhone 7 and the 7 Plus? Was it like what was?
You mean the I think it was just the camera and the screen resolution. That's the only two things that I remember. Because the 7 Plus has the dual camera and of course the portrait mode and everything. I absolutely love portrait mode. It's so good. I mean, I don't use it as much as I would like to, especially the front-facing one on my iPhone 10. It doesn't work that well.
Like the iPhone 7, it costs £550, and the iPhone 7 Plus costs like £669. So that's like £100 difference.
Yeah, and you're getting a better camera. Some people were saying that it was also faster, I think.
Yeah, it might have been a little bit.
Yeah, it's the same processor. It's just how the phone is handled and stuff. Actually, I think the iPhone 7 is faster. I'm not 100% sure. Anyway, yeah, what one are the two? Shut it down. Oh no, that's the Indian character. No, don't open that on your phone.
Oh, what is it? Just
no, that basically crashes your device.
Does it?
Yeah, so I'm gonna mute this guy. I user on this channel, yes. Okay, that was scary. Sorry guys if your phone has crashed. If it has, DM me on Twitter, I'll help you fix it. Apparently, yeah, it was, yeah. Do not do that. Do not send that character to anybody, guys. You don't want to ruin someone's life. I'm actually surprised it didn't affect my computer because I think it would have affected it. But anyway, good thing I didn't have my phone on there because I'm jailbroken on this one and I don't want to lose the jailbreak. So anyway, let's move on here. So moving on, we've got the third iPhone that's going to be released this year. It's going to be a 6.1-inch LCD iPhone. It's interesting because it's probably going to be called, some people are saying it's going to be called the iPhone 9. I wonder what they're going to call a phone like that though. They could call it iPhone LCD. I don't really see it. Like what could they call it? I don't know.
I don't know.
But it's going to be cheaper than the iPhone 11 and 11 Plus and stuff. But it's not going to have, it's going to have a metal back, so no wireless charging. It's going to have no 3D touch. I think that this seems like an iPhone that came out 5 years ago by these specs. It's going to have larger bezels. It's going to have kind of like an iPhone 10-ish design, but it's going to have larger bezels because it's an LCD. So they can't really do that much with an LCD than you can with an OLED. Because the OLED displays, if you don't know, they can curve and stuff. So yeah. Then it's going to have Face ID. So that's going to be one of the main features. It's going to have single lens camera, and the price will be around $600 here in the US and £600 here in the UK, or 700 around that mark. So it's going to be kind of like a budget iPhone. I don't really see them doing a metal back though, because you're kind of moving into a wireless future. And how can you charge a phone unless they've managed to figure out wireless charging with a metal back? That'll be kind of impressive.
Yeah, I think it's weird that it doesn't have touch or 3D touch or whatever.
Yeah, because 3D touch, it's also found on like the aluminum phones. It doesn't even cost that much, I don't think, to put in.
Yeah, I use it all the time. I use it more than I'd ever think I would.
Yeah, same.
Until I go into a device that doesn't have it, then I realise, geez, I use it a lot.
Yeah, because like on the iPads you don't get it. Sometimes I use an iPad and I'm like, oh, this doesn't have 3D touch. It would be so quicker to do this if it had 3D touch. But yeah. So it may not have 3D touch, but I think if it doesn't have 3D touch, something they could do is do it internally in the software, so you hold on it instead of pressing hard on it. Because you could already do that with a jailbreak, for example, on my iPhone 5 here. If you hold, you can download a jailbreak tweak that sometimes works and sometimes doesn't. But it basically adds 3D touch to displays without 3D touch. So it's kind of like hacking it, basically. But It's 3D touch, but not really 3D touch. So it gives you the 3D touch menu, but not 3D touch. But anyway, I don't really know. Some people are saying this could be the rumored iPhone SE 2, but I don't think so. I think they're going to be two different phones. So yeah, then moving on, we're going to have the iPhone SE 2, which is going to be a 4-inch LCD model. It's probably going to look the same as the current iPhone SE, but with wireless charging. It's going to have the same design as the iPhone SE, as we just said. It's going to have a glass back for wireless charging, A10 or A11 chip. It's not going to have the A12 because that's going to be exclusive to the iPhone 11 and 11 Plus. It's going to have the same camera as the iPhone 8 probably, but of course in a smaller, slimmer package. Then so we're going to be seeing 12 megapixel, 4K at 60, 1080p at 240 frames per second, slow-mo, etc, etc. It's going to have Touch ID, not Face ID, because that would be expensive in a budget phone. And it's going to have 2 or 3 gigabytes of RAM. Don't know why I write of RAM twice here in my notes. It's going to come in space gray, gold, and silver. So basically the normal colors. Wait, let me turn on Do Not Disturb here, because we don't want notifications coming on. Alright, sorry about that, guys. Okay, then we've got the pricing will be around $350, £350 here in the UK, so pretty much the same as the iPhone SE currently. That's the main thing about the iPhone SE is it's a special edition, and it doesn't cost that much. I honestly don't think it's gonna be called iPhone SE 2 though. Because it's special edition. Because SE, some people said it stood for special edition. Some people said small edition. I was thinking maybe an iPhone 8 mini. That's what it's going to be called, or iPhone mini. So what do you think? Do you have any thoughts on that, or?
Not really. It's just.
I think it would be interesting to see an iPhone that small have wireless charging and have a lot of features. I think it would be a very, very good selling phone, like the iPhone SE is now. Because a lot of people buy it, they don't have much money, or they don't want to spend much money on a phone. They buy the iPhone SE. It's a great phone. It's just that it's a bit outdated now. It's because it's got an A9 chip. It doesn't have 3D touch or anything. Even this year's may not have 3D touch. So I would like to see the same thing that I proposed for the 6.1-inch model, having 3D touch but not really built physical 3D touch, because it is a small phone and I don't think it's going to be able to fit in there anyway. So anyway, release dates September, October for the first 3 phones we mentioned, and also for the iPhone SE 2 it's probably going to be like around next month. It could be released, or it could even be released in June or in September along with the other phones. I think it would make sense to actually release it earlier, because the iPhone SE is already 2 years old or 3 years old, something like that. Because it did.
Does the chat want to accept it?
Yeah, I think it's got a. What on earth?
Yeah, I really don't know.
Yeah, let's just hide them because they're just another language. Remove. Okay. Yeah, we need to get more chat moderators, I think.
Yeah.
So we don't have to do it on our own. Okay, so Kin, do you want to share your iPhone 11 wish list, and then I'm going to share mine? Let me bring mine. Okay, I've got mine here already. So shall I start off?
Okay.
Okay, so the first feature, these are my top 11 features. It was hard to think of them because I didn't really have any features that I want to add.
Yeah.
But definitely a smaller notch. This is probably not going to happen. But it would be cool to see a smaller notch, because they could shrink the notch and have more screen, more space for the status bar. Smaller bezels, because there still are a little bit of bezel. No, that Indian character again.
Oh my god. What is it with these people trying to...
Oh wait, we can we can blacklist that.
Oh yeah, you can.
Yeah, but I have to go into the channel settings. So for now, we'll just hide the users that use that character.
What is it with them?
I don't know. That Everything Apple Pro made a video on it. He shouldn't have made a video on it, because now everybody knows how to do it. So guys, please do not do that, or I will actually ban you from the channel and you won't be able to watch any of my videos or anything. I don't even think that's really possible. But anyway, also it won't be affecting me and Kian. It will be affecting people who are watching. So then they'll blame it on me because this is my channel, and you come on my channel and you comment that. Please, guys, do not comment that. If you do, you're not gonna have a very good day. Okay. Then we're gonna see more colors. So I want to see more colors, like the gold and maybe product red. I would like to see like a space black, because right now we've got the space gray, but it's not really space gray.
Yeah, I don't overly space gray.
Yeah, I mean, it's more of a black, dark. I want to see a darker black as a color. That would be pretty cool. And also I want to see more RAM in the iPhone, in the next iPhone, because right now RAM management on iOS is okay, but still sometimes I'm using multiple apps at the same time and it closes some. I don't know why. It didn't happen before, but I want to see more RAM in the iPhone. Faster processor. I also want to see AirPods included in the box. That is a must, I think. That is something they're going to probably do very soon, because we're moving into a wireless future. Everybody wants wireless now. Well, apart from those audiophiles who say, "Oh, wireless is disgusting. I'm going to stay with my cable and I love it." And yeah, just leave, because I don't agree with you guys. But yeah, AirPods are super cool. I would love to see them in the come in the box for the iPhone, with the iPhone 11 and stuff. That'll also be a major selling point, because right now £1,000 you get wired headphones. If you got the AirPods, probably people will actually buy. More people would actually buy it. Then I want to see smaller camera bump, because right now the camera bump on the iPhone 10 is huge. It like rocks on the table so much. It's so annoying when it's not got a case on. I also want to see better front-facing camera. So I would love to see 4K at 60 come to the front-facing camera. So that would be very, very good for vloggers and stuff. And I also want to see a better rear-facing camera, maybe 4K at 120 frames per second. I'm mentioning video here because I'm more of a video guy than a photo guy. Like, camera quality on the iPhone 10 is fine for me for now. I just want to see better video quality. I would like to see USB Type-C. That's probably not going to happen. We're probably going to have no ports before that happens. And also I would love to see a better battery life on the next iPhone. So those are my top 11 features. Keen, over to you now.
Literally most of your points is literally most of the same as mine.
Yeah, just share them all, even if I've not.
Okay, right, so the first thing is the whole thing to be like a full display, although that probably won't happen because there needs to be a camera and the Face ID scanner.
Well, about that,
all that stuff.
I don't think it was with you that we chatted about this, or maybe it was on the episode 1. We basically they're creating this new technology where the display can be invisible. Did you hear that? Yeah, they could do that. So that there could be a fully bezel-less iPhone, like no bezel at all. That like it's all screen, a sheet of glass is screen. And like every time Face ID works, then it will turn off that part of the display with the sensors, unlock, and then just turn back on. That would be almost instant anyway. So that would be pretty cool. But yeah, you were saying.
Yeah, so maybe just make it smaller as well. Like I think you said that. And the second one is possibly a fingerprint in the display. Like if you can have a Face ID and Touch ID, like be quite cool to have. Yeah,
Touch ID. I don't think Touch ID is gonna make it back to the iPhone, but we can always dream, you know. I think a built-in fingerprint sensor in the display would be cool. I was thinking maybe the Apple logo, but nah.
Maybe more colours, you said that as well, like red, possibly blue.
Yeah.
Just some other shades and stuff. Like, there's different colours for all of the phones, it's all a bit random.
Yeah, because now we've only got 2 colours for the iPhone 10. It's just black and white, or silver and space grey, whatever they want to call it.
Yeah, and the next one is possibly a little bit cheaper. This probably won't happen.
Yeah, probably not. It'll probably just get more expensive. They're going to be like, oh, the iPhone 11 is £2,000 in your face, and like everybody's gonna buy it anyway.
20 years, it's gonna be £30,000 for an iPhone.
Yeah, probably. Well, we're seeing a lot of phones getting more expensive, and a lot of phones also getting a lot cheaper. Like I don't know where the world's going, if it's gonna become more expensive or cheaper. I don't know. Or maybe cryptocurrency is gonna come in and it's gonna change everything. So
I've got some in the chat here. I don't know, quickly read it.
Well, what's it say? Oh, Ben, you are one of my favorite YouTubers, my man, and shout out your Discord. What do you mean shout out my Discord? My Discord's in the description, if you guys want to join. Actually, I've had a lot of you guys say you're my biggest fans. We're gonna have a competition. Who's the biggest fan? Who super chats 100,000? No, just kidding. No, nobody super chat, guys. Unless you really want to.
Okay. So the next thing is no camera bump. Like when I look at my dad's iPhone 10, it's literally just.
Yeah, in fact, I just wear a case because of the camera bump. I'm like, I would go no case if it were less fragile. Actually, that's something I want to see. Less fragileness, if that's a word. Like being less fragile, because right now it's just the phone is just fragile.
The next thing is better battery, obviously.
Yeah, I mentioned that.
That normally happens every.
Yeah, that happens.
It gets a little bit better.
It may not get like the battery may not get bigger, but the processor may handle it better.
Also better speakers, because I know they're okay at the moment, but I think they could definitely be better. Yeah,
I love the speakers on my iPhone 10. They do sound quite good. Okay, 1 second. Let me put that character in the blocked words list here, so then we will not be getting that Indian character anymore. And now I've got to remember not to look at that thing on my phone, because then it will screw my phone up. All right, we're good. Okay, guys, you won't get your phone crashed. Hopefully. Hopefully they don't find a workaround or something, or a hack. Okay, so our next one, this is going to be kind of hard to show you guys. I was meant to prepare this before. Actually, King, can you paste the question? Is the BioProtect worth the $2.99? That's a jailbreak tweak, by the way. For those who don't know. I don't know. I'm short on money right now, so I can't buy it. So I will be able to get it in the next few days, though. But it is worth it if you, well, kind of. If you want to have more security on your phone, basically what BioProtect does is it adds Face ID and Touch ID authentication for when you open different apps.
Okay.
So yeah. Okay. So the next topic we're going to be talking about here, we're actually doing really good on time. iPhone 10 clone with the under the display Touch ID. We've seen this, the Doogie V. If you guys want to see how it looks like and stuff, you could just Google Doogie. It's let me write it in the chat how it's weird. Doogie V. That's what it's called, guys. That's a weird company name, by the way. I don't know who came up with that. But it's basically a phone that's gonna be released on February 27th. So that's 2 days after the Galaxy S9. So maybe it'll be better than the S9. Who knows? It'll be more famous. More people will buy it because it's probably gonna be cheaper anyway. So it's basically gonna have a 6.2-inch AMOLED FHD Plus display. I don't know what these things are, guys. I'm just reporting on it. I don't know. I don't go and research what an FHD display is. Something high definition. That's what I know. And AMOLED. I don't know what the difference is between AMOLED and OLED. So people say it's the same thing. I don't know. But it's going to have a 1080 by 2160p display. So that's basically going to be a 1080p display. Kind of, I think it's basically the display of the iPhone 7 Plus. I think it's probably going to be more dim, though, because usually phones from these kind of companies aren't that good. Then we're going to see a very ugly metal design. Very ugly, because it's going to have a notch. And not only is it going to have a notch, it's going to be in the color of the phone. So you're going to be seeing a gold and a black color. I think, guys, if you are thinking about getting the Doogie V, please save yourself and buy the black one, because it's going to have a black notch and stuff. Unless they do like a pink notch on the black phone, then that I don't even know. Because we've only seen like photos and leaks of the gold version, and it looks ugly. Like, Keen, I put the links in the notes, by the way, if you want to see that. If you want to see them.
Yeah.
It's gonna have an octa-core processor, the MediaTek P40. Don't know what that is. I just know that an octa-core processor's got 8 cores or 6 cores. Anyway, it's gonna have a dual 21 megapixel dual tone LED flash camera. It's not gonna look good, by the way, guys. 21 megapixels and be like, whoa, that's incredible, that's more than the iPhone 10. Yeah, well, it's the HDR and the image processing that counts, not the megapixel count. And also the front-facing cameras are gonna be 16 megapixels, and it's gonna be a dual lens setup on the front. In the photos, it doesn't look like it has 2 lenses for some reason.
No, it doesn't.
Please, I have been jailbroken. My phone without computer, and I have a lot of problems. If you want any help about that, guys, you can DM me on Twitter or Instagram or Snapchat. All my social media links are in the description below, and also right down there. So if you guys have any issues with your jailbreak, just contact me, and I'll help you. But it's also gonna have an LED flash on the front. I don't really see the point in a front-facing flash. If you have the screen that lights up like the iPhone, that you don't really need a front-facing flash, to be honest. It's gonna have 6 GB of RAM, so it's gonna have more than the iPhone 10. It's better than the iPhone 10. Oh wow! It's got a notch and it's better than the iPhone 10. Who knew? And it's also got 2 cameras. Who needs 2 cameras? It's gonna have 32 GB with internal storage, and it's gonna be expandable up to 256 GB. People are still gonna be saying, "Well, that's even better than the iPhone 10." Let's not talk about that.
Of course.
42,000 milliamp hour battery. Some people said it was like 38,000. I don't know what to believe. No, 38,000, 3,800. If it were 38,000, then you would have a kind of a hard time bringing it out on a plane. It's gonna have a dual SIM card slot / micro SD because it is expandable storage. Android 8.0 Oreo, which is actually very surprising.
I've never tried it.
Android 8.0, because usually phones that come out have 7.0 now, and when Android 8.0 is actually out, so you're not gonna have to wait for Android 8.0 to be supported, because now there's phones like the LG. I think LG doesn't even have Android 8 yet. The problem with Android is that an update comes out and it takes months, even years, for companies to actually adapt it, because they have to change the thing to look like they want. But iOS, they push out an update, it's there. Even with the Google Pixel. I don't recommend a Google Pixel though. When will the next top 10 jailbreak tweaks? Also, what is the point of dual front-facing cameras? My next top 10 jailbreak tweaks video, guys, is gonna come very soon. So I'm still making a list of different tweaks to show you guys. This is turning into a jailbreak live stream. Also, what's the point of a dual front-facing camera? Well, you can have blur effects and stuff. So I would see the point in a dual front-facing camera is also, so there's some companies that have like OnePlus. No, not OnePlus. Well, yeah, OnePlus has a dual lens camera on the back that are the exact same cameras, but one's for low light and stuff. Honestly, you could get a black background blur and stuff on the front-facing camera. You can do that on the iPhone 10 and the Google Pixel 2 using machine learning. It's not as good, but dual lens camera on the front-facing camera would be good. And those specs are impressive, but specs can only go so far. Yeah, exactly. Quinton, just download BioProtect then. Right before you go into the settings for enable airplane mode, and you can use it for free. I'll actually try that. So then I don't have to pay for it. Oops. No, I'll pay for it anyway, because it's just a Google. For jailbreak tweaks, I actually buy the tweaks. I don't pirate them, because the developers put in a lot of work, guys, and it's only fair that they get paid. That there are some people who make tweaks that give them for free, but I think donating to the developer is good, because most of them don't even have a job and they do it for a living. So yeah, I recommend not pirating tweaks. Anyway, let's keep talking about this phone. We're going way off topic here. It's not gonna have wireless charging. What? Oh no, it's aluminum. So yeah, and we're probably gonna see an iPhone this year that doesn't have wireless charging for some reason. It's gonna have an in-display fingerprint sensor. That's the impressive thing.
Yeah, that's actually good.
Like, Apple hasn't managed to do it. Samsung's probably not going to do it with the S9, but Doogee does it. Of course, it's not going to be probably as secure as, for example, if Apple made it or something. But this is one of the first smartphones. I think it's the second smartphone to come out that will actually have a built-in fingerprint sensor in the display. And the next thing is very, very, very surprising. A headphone jack! What is that thing? What is that? Whoa! What is a head? What does 3.5 mm headphone mean? I don't know. What is that? Yeah, but I don't really see the point in a headphone jack unless, of course, you're an audiophile, as I said before, and you need the cable for listening to your phone, because you're gonna listen to very high quality songs on your phone using Spotify and yeah. Don't even do that. Yeah. Then we're gonna see Bluetooth. It doesn't specify what version it is. Probably not 5.0. It's probably gonna be 4.2 or whatever. It's gonna have NFC, of course. No water resistance, so be careful using this around the pool, because you're not going to be able to survive with it unless it miraculously has hidden water resistance, like the iPhone 6s apparently had. And the price will be around, this is what I've seen on one website. It's the only website I found the price on. It's going to be around $380, £275. So because it is that cheap, a lot of people will buy it, I think. I'm not gonna buy it because I don't like Android, so sorry. If somebody does force me to buy it, then I will and review it for you guys. I don't know, whatever. But yeah. Moving on. Next topic: Google Pixel 3 will have a notch. What? Wow. First, they say they throw shade at Apple and they're like, "Oh, you removed the headphone jack, you disgraceful people." Next, 1 year later, they remove the headphone jack. They don't say anything about it. You go on their website and you see the renders and everything, and there's no headphone jack. Everybody loses their minds. And they're like, oh no, actually nobody loses their minds. They're like, oh yeah, it's fine. Headphone jack's gone. Now, apparently the S9 is still going to have a headphone jack. So Apple's someone who doesn't give options to people. Like, they don't give you customization or anything. And then Google is kind of in the middle. They want to give you customization, but not really. They say, oh, we give you customization for your phone, then we'll remove the headphone jack. We'll add a notch to our phone. That's I think the most controversial topic on the iPhone 10. Do you agree? Like, everybody hates the notch. Everybody who hasn't tried the iPhone 10 hates the notch, because I'm fine with it. If you were to have an Android phone, which one would you get? I would probably get not a Google Pixel 2. I would get a Galaxy S9. That's the lesser of all the evils, probably. Not evils, but you know. Or maybe a Huawei phone. Seems like a lot of phone companies copy Apple trends. Well, pretty much every single smartphone company has copied Apple, because Apple came out with the first smartphone. I keep telling people, if it weren't for Apple, then we wouldn't even have smartphones probably today. We would still be using Nokia flip phones and stuff. Actually, Nokia, I don't think Nokia does flip phones. Samsung did. I don't know. Please, there is anything about Cydia iOS 11.1. There's a jailbreak for iOS 11.1 already. I'm jailbreaking iOS 11.1.2. If you need any help with jailbreaking, guys, contact me on Twitter. Don't spam the chat with jailbreak questions, because Kian is not jailbroken. He doesn't really know that much about jailbreaking anyway, at least as far as I know. So we don't want to. Also, most people who watch this stream will actually probably because most of my subscribers are jailbreak fans. Because I doubled my subscribers, and without realizing now, I've got. Most of my subscribers came here for the jailbreak videos. Oh, we're almost at 1,300 subscribers. Wow. We're 30 away.
Jesus.
That's not bad. Double my subscribers. YouTube in your face. I'm monetized now. So that's great.
But we still get demonetized.
Yeah, in fact, I scheduled this live stream for next week already. It's demonetized for some reason. The video's not even up. Like, I just put a description, and the problem with demonetization is they don't even tell you what's wrong with the video. Like, it would be useful if they said, oh, your video was demonetized because in this video at this time mark you said a swear word or something. What chair is that? It's awesome. You're talking about his because you can't see mine. GT Omega.
GT Omega.
Yeah, they're very cool chairs. I've tried contacting the company multiple times. They don't get back to me.
No.
I won't be able to get one there. Okay, so Facebook has apparently been sending out this spyware thing going on. Do you use Facebook, by the way, Kieran?
I've used it a few times, but I've never properly used it.
I use it pretty much every day. And like as the days go on, as the updates come out, I'm actually wanting to quit Facebook completely. They first started blatantly copying Snapchat. I did not like that because I love Snapchat. I'm like, even if they did this update now, I'm still gonna use Snapchat no matter what. Then they come out with this thing. People found out that they've been pushing out ads for this VPN app within the Facebook app. It's not like one of the ads that you see when you scroll on Facebook. It's one of the ads in like security and privacy and stuff, which is just like. And this VPN app basically protects your device, but in reality it's spyware, so people can basically see where you're going on websites and stuff. So that's actually quite scary. So guys, do not download this VPN app. I can't remember what the name was, but if you get an ad for a VPN app in Facebook, don't download it. Just don't. Unless, of course, you like people spying into your life. I've got a device right here that apparently spies on my life 24/7, the Google Home Mini. Which wasn't actually working before the stream. I was telling it to turn on the light and was saying, "Oh, sorry, there was a glitch. I can't help you." So I just switched it off and turned it back on again, and now it works. So that's good. Oh, we've gotten 2 comments here. Do you have any sponsors, Ben? Well, I have gotten a few sponsors, like not like that paid me sponsors, but that sent me products. So I've received basically a bunch of products to review and stuff. In fact, I've featured a lot of them in my video. And yeah, I also have a company that's sponsoring a giveaway very soon, so that's gonna be awesome. So yeah, I do get sponsors sometimes. Does Facebook and Facebook Messenger also abuse battery life in iOS like it does Android? Not that I know of. I haven't actually heard about that. I think I might have, but I can't remember. But if it does on Android, then it probably doesn't on iOS, because iOS is more stable and stuff. iOS is in control of the system. Android, all the apps, all the developers are in control, basically, kind of. Can I send you unboxing products for Apple products? What do you mean? Like, do you want to send me free Apple product? Yes, please. Yeah. A free HomePod would be nice. If somebody from Apple is watching, hit me up on Twitter. Would love to have a chat with Tim. And this VPN app has had 33 million it's on 33 million devices already. So the damage is already there for 33 million devices. Well, not really damage. They can always delete it and stuff. And like revoke the permission. And 62% of them are, guess what? Android. So
doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, Apple fans are always more cautious with this stuff. Even though you can't download spyware on your phone, on your iPhone. At least that I know of. Unless it's that Indian character that crashes your phone. Which now is banned from my comment section on chat, so then I don't get my phone crashing. Okay, so yeah, last couple of topics here. iOS 12. So we've talked about briefly iOS 12. Well, not briefly. It was the main part of the stream a couple weeks ago. iOS 12. We've seen some more almost confirmed features. So we've got iOS 12 apps work with iOS and macOS, which I think will be pretty cool. Yeah. So like you'll be able to download Snapchat, I think, on a Mac. That would be pretty cool. And basically the apps work together. I don't know how macOS will actually change. I don't think it's going to change that much. Like, I would hate if macOS looks like iOS. That would just be confusing. There's going to be more parental controls. We talked about that a couple of weeks ago. So that's going to be pretty cool. We're going to see health app improvements. Revamped stock apps. So like the stocks app, some people are saying may have like cryptocurrency support and stuff. So you'll be able to see stock prices for Bitcoin and stuff. We're going to see more animojis for iPhone 10 only, because no other phones have animojis right now, which is kind of bad. Like, you can add animojis to older devices. It's possible. Even though it doesn't have that 3D face tracking, they could just add it, because there's Facebook and stuff and Snapchat that do filters. So they could basically do it. But Apple's on perfectionism and stuff, so let them be. The Animoji interface will be improved. We'll be able to use Animojis within FaceTime calls, which is going to be pretty cool. Don't know how that's going to work, if it's going to be like an overlay on your face, or if it's going to be just like a normal Animoji. I think it will be that. don't think it's going to be like one of those filters on Snapchat and stuff.
Okay.
So then we're also going to be seeing FaceTime group calls finally. Hopefully this is going to happen though. Because we've been getting this rumor for like since iOS 8 came out and stuff. S9 leak shows that they will have animojis. We're going to get that in a second actually. But yeah, Quinton, you said unboxing of Apple products. Can you please elaborate on that? I'm kind of excited but kind of confused as well. I don't know. I was actually thinking the other day, what if I open a PO box? But then I thought that I don't have enough subscribers, so it would just be a waste of money. But I've actually gotten fan mail a couple times. I sent my address to fans, and they sent me stuff. So I've got somebody made me a play button.
Wow.
Welcome Mo Weezy to the squad. You just subscribed. 1,270 subscribers. Yes.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, anyway, iOS 12 is going to have better Do Not Disturb controls. So I would like to see like a gaming mode on it. So, because now you still get some notifications, but it would be cool to have like a fully one that for gaming, and also another one that is on my wish list for iOS 12, like a night mode where it just turns everything off apart from the alarm. That would be cool as a Do Not Disturb feature. We're also going to be seeing multiplayer AR games. That I think is going to be pretty cool. It would be cool to see like a shooting game or something where you can play with friends with your phone and you could just shoot them and stuff, like your phone is the gun. I've thought of that. I tried looking for an app for that. That would be super fun to play with actually. Instead of using Nerf guns, now we use our phones to shoot people. And there's going to be improved performance with less bugs. That's basically going to be like the main feature, if you want to call it feature, of the iOS 12. Have you tried the gaming mode on Samsung devices? I didn't know there was one. Sorry for my ignorance.
What?
What do you mean by like a gaming mode? I don't know. Yeah, but anyway, that's it for iOS 12. We've not heard much else. Honestly, I don't know how we're getting these rumors, because you can't really get rumors for software unless somebody in Apple goes to someone and they get paid to give them a piece of paper that says this is what's going to be in iOS 11. But still, they could be saying anything and people will believe it. Anyway, okay, so the last thing we're going to be talking about here is we've got two more things. The S9 to come with animojis. So that's again another sign that Samsung is still copying Apple, and everybody else copies Apple, and Apple is still the best company that makes phones in the world because everybody copies it. Google, Samsung, Doogee, other companies like that, they're just copying Apple, a lot of them. It turns off notifications and stops you from accidentally pressing the back button on multitasking. Oh, that's actually quite cool. Yeah, that would be cool to have on iOS, because sometimes I do find, especially on the iPhone 10 with the gestures and everything, sometimes you do accidentally go into the app switcher. So I think that would be pretty cool. But yeah, S9 to come with animojis. I think that's going to be kind of interesting. I think that may mean that there's going to be improved facial recognition, because right now with the S9, you could trick the facial recognition with a photo. Wow. Also, iris scanning doesn't work very well. Some people say, oh, iris scanning works great, but you have to look. First, you need to have your phone right in front of you. You can't have it leaning down. You can't have it down, because the iPhone 10 can do that. But you can't have, for example, you can't be in the dark sometimes. It doesn't really work that well in the dark sometimes. And also, you need to have your eyes wide open or it won't work. So, at least that's what I've heard. I haven't tried it myself, so I can't really say much about it. But that is some of the issues that it has. And that's pretty much it. Keen, do you want to give us a brief update on the HomePod? Because we all know that you have one. And is there anything you found out about and anything you want to share that you like about it?
Right, so there isn't like, I pretty much use everything that it can do at the moment. So like, I still think it's very good for music and stuff. There's still stuff that it can't do. Obviously, it still needs the software updates. Hopefully it'll come soon. But if it doesn't know what to do, it either just says, I'm not I can't do this on a HomePod, or it just tries to make up some random answer thing and try to just kind of.
I think it was Detroit Borg, a YouTuber the other day, asked the HomePod for something, and it said, "This is what I found on the web," and it instead of like it doesn't have a display or anything where it could show a list of stuff. So like, this was what I found. And you're like, what? So it still isn't that optimized, apparently.
Yeah, so once the software updates are out, it should be good.
Yeah, I've heard the stereo mode is going to be quite good. Some people have managed to test it somehow. I don't know how, but apparently some people have managed to test it. With iOS 11.3, the pop-up comes up, but it doesn't work. In fact, there's a YouTuber, Marsbar. He complained about the HomePod because he tried it, and he was like, in the store they told him that it has stereo pairing and stuff. I don't really know about that, but I think it's gonna be cool. Everybody that I've seen that's tried the HomePod has been impressed with it. They said, "Oh, the sound quality sounds amazing and stuff." I can't wait to go to an Apple store and try it out, or buy one, because that would be very, very cool. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today's stream. We've actually managed to fit everything in a year. In a year, what?
In a year, okay.
In an hour, because last week we did like 20 minutes. The first 20 minutes was full stuff, and then that's it. But this week we've had a lot of news, so that was good. Will you be getting the bigger iPhone 10 this year or the LCD version? Maybe. I'm not gonna guarantee anything. I may try to save up for the newer iPhone 10. I don't want to get the LCD model because it would be kind of a downgrade, going back to a metal back, going to single lens camera. That would kind of be like a downgrade. But yeah, I may be getting it. I'm not gonna get the Plus model for sure, because I don't want a bigger phone. Thank you. No. It's Melodies. Do you have Apple TV? If you do, have you jailbroken it? I do have an Apple TV, but it's a 3rd gen Apple TV, so it's not jailbreakable, unfortunately. And honestly, I don't really see the point in jailbreaking an Apple TV. You can't really add anything.
Yeah, can't do much with it.
Yeah. Thanks for the live feed. You're welcome. Come back next week. We're going to be streaming again on Friday. Next Friday, we're going to move the date to Friday maybe, because Keen next week can't. And I couldn't stream tomorrow, so we did it today. And also, we did get quite a lot of viewers today, which was pretty good. Next week, we're going to try to fix the live chat on this screen, because it was working, but I don't know why it's not working anymore. I'm going to try to sort that out later on next week. So, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the stream. If you did, make sure to leave a thumbs up down below. And if you have any questions and you're watching this stream at a later date, let me know down in the comment section below. And, of course, if you are new around here and you haven't already, what are you doing? Smash that subscribe button and click the bell icon next to it, so then you'll be notified every time I upload a video. You can get to my videos early and you won't miss an upload. That actually rolls off the tongue every time. I don't know how. But yeah, also if you want to subscribe to Kian, links to his channel and social medias are in the description below. So thank you again, Kian, for being on the show. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Benji.
My name is Kian.
That works. And we'll catch you guys in next week's stream. So next week, Friday, 7 PM UK time. We'll be streaming. Hopefully we get some good news next week. Catch you guys later.
See you.